Okay guys, welcome back to another video. I kind of forgot about this one. I was trying to think of some other restaurants or stores that have closed down. And well, this one was actually on the list. This is Red Lobster. Now they actually didn't close down because of a bankruptcy. They closed down because of a fire. Which, happened actually, I think it was last year, I think. I don't know, I don't remember, it was definitely a few months before the bankruptcy was announced. But as for right now, I think Red Lobster sounds like they got out of bankruptcy a bit, but I don't know if it'll be saved or not. I want them to be saved, though, because, personally, Red Lobster is, although they're a little bit pricey, they're not, like, that pricey. I've been in there, I even went with Delaney once. They're not, like, too bad depending on what you order. But it does suck they went bankrupt. But, I wanted to kind of showcase this off with you guys, because this location closed down in Jeff. So I figured, why not go ahead and show it off? So first off, we have, the sign, obviously. And the sign itself, there's like nothing super fancy, but it's still something. Then we got the seafood stuff here. Oh, look at that. You can see a little box over there too. See that? I hate though that they closed down though, because they were a good place to eat. Yeah, they were a little bit more pricey than other places, but they weren't like super expensive. The biggest problem this location had was the amount of staff. Like, there wasn't really a lot of staff working there. I think COVID has screwed over a bunch of restaurants in Jeff. Because since COVID hit, they ended up becoming low on staff. And they couldn't really, afford to bring back more and all that, It kind of sucked. But that's kind of what happened there. But now at Jeff, there's like really no seafood places anymore because Captain D's and Long John Silver's both closed too. Now Captain D's closed down. I believe I don't remember like when exactly they closed. They closed in 2020 when COVID hit, but I think they closed because of the chain struggling, kind of like Long John Silver's. But Long John Silver's actually survived, a few years after bankruptcy. Ironically, both Captain D's and Long John Silver's, I recorded both of them right before they closed. Now, Long John Silver's, I recorded, pretty much when they went bankrupt. I don't think I got recorded footage of Red Lobster before they closed. I didn't get, I got that. I showed off, though, the lobsters in the tank for, one of my birthday dinners I was having there. But I didn't get to actually show it off, so. Which kind of sucks. I think I might have recorded it in the past, but my SD card is, corrupt. Yeah, I gotta get some. I've been hearing this program called, which I'm kind of nervous to try because I don't really have a lot of money, but I have done some before in the past that have actually worked, but. The problem is there's like a million, programs out there, so trying to go through and find footage and all that you've lost is kind of hard because there's just so many of them, so you can't remember exactly, which card you used. But I actually had a photograph of the program I used, but I don't remember it. I think it was called Recover It. I've heard, though, that program has been updated and it doesn't work as well, so I don't know if I want to use that, but there's, another one called Skill Drill or Drill something, I don't know, it's kind of a weird program. I hear that one's actually the top ones right now. I might use it. I don't know, we'll have to see what I'll do. I don't have the money right now to be buying it, but I do want to get it done, and try it out. It's probably going to take us a few attempts to do it, but because I got to figure out which program to work, but I'd rather just work with that one and go from there, but I don't know, it's just kind of hard to do it. Some of the programs I have in the past have actually found footage, but I unfortunately lost a good chunk of that. But check this out. Got a car here, to a yellow car, and then a blue one. Kind of nice. And there's a little dining room in here too. See the dining room though? See how fancy it is? That's what I hate though. I hate how like it's all these sit-down restaurants that are closing down. You know, because the fast food ones suck anymore. They suck now. Like most of them just look very boring. I mean, there's a handful of them that I will say have remodeled and they still look unique, but most of them look like shit now. Like McDonald's, I've talked about, looks very boring in there and all that. And then, you know, you got like Burger King doesn't look the greatest anymore either and all that. Burger King does still have some stuff in it that I like, but for the most part, they're kind of very boring, you know, now too. But Red Lobster was one of those that was actually very unique with their furniture and all that. And Captain D's, I haven't been into any remodeled ones, but I think the Captain D's and Jeff had all their stuff on the wall, so they looked like an actual shack, which was kind of cool, but I don't remember. Oh, check out the ceilings over there. See how cool that is, the ceilings? That's the ceilings there. And a gal here looks like she's having fun with her dinner. But yeah, they are kind of a bit more expensive, but you know, that's the thing too. There's not really any seafood places left. Pretty much all the damn seafood places in Jeff have closed. That's the thing though. Back in the day, you know, there was, you know, that when there was seafood and all that, there was like other options, you know, too. So, also look at that burger. Look at all the seeds on it. There's like black and then there's white seeds. Look at that. That's freaking crazy. I do like, what's this? It's crispy dragon shrimp. I think I've had that before. I think I did. I don't remember. Not like the greatest. I think it was it, or I think I did. Maybe I'm thinking of coconut shrimp. I've heard of it, but I don't know if I actually had it or not. Yeah, like right there, I think it's coconut shrimp right there. Speaking of the devil, coconut shrimp right there. But yeah, that's the thing though. With Jeff, back in the day, they used to have all this, you know, cool different things and all that. Like they had like different places you can go and all that, but not much anymore. Also, I can't get these images to pull up. Let me see if I can. It does not want to load for some reason. God, the internet is so messed up. Can't connect. Well, can I look at the other images at least? I don't know. No, not very well. I guess what I'll do is I don't know. I guess I could X out of it and come back. The problem is though, then I don't really. I guess I was on the coconut shrimp, you know. So yeah, I guess I can just start there. Hang on, I'm gonna X out of this and try to go back into it. All right, let's see if this will work. If not, then I guess I don't know what I'll do. I like that though. It says happy anniversary on there. So is that like an anniversary thing there? Like a dinner? It looks like it. Maybe somebody was having an anniversary at Red Lobster. That's nice. I look at these huge cups here too. This is crazy. But yeah, I think everything is still in that building too. Like I don't know how long it'll stay abandoned though, because and Jeff, although places seem to be closing a lot of places get opened back up. So I don't know, but I would definitely like to see, you know, like some seafood places, more of those and all that too. Because I mean, I don't mind fried chicken and all that from like KFC or you know, like Lee's or something, which Lee's is probably like the best restaurant. Like I love Lee's. Lee's is fucking good. You know that whole saying, you know, if you see Little Nicky, you know, they say Little Nicky says that Popeyes is fucking awesome. Well, I think Lee's is fucking awesome. I love Lee's. Um, I know that was probably not the best joke, kind of, a silly joke, but I love Lee's. I do. I definitely think they're a lot more tastier and all. At least the location we're at. Check out the diner room here too. Pretty cool. But I don't know how much they've changed, throughout the years, though. What is that? Looks pretty good. I don't know what it is, though. I wish I had my friend who used to work here. I had a friend. Her name was Jaden. I think her name was Jaden Harper or something like that. I had to look back at her, like, cause I used to have a friend named Jaden, and all that, who worked at here. Unfortunately, she doesn't work there anymore. I mean, well, they closed down, but even then, she quit working there. But she graduated before I did. But she was a sweetheart and all that. But she quit working there and all that, and I never got to talk to her about, since, because, what, I can't see her because she doesn't work there, and it closed down. Also, I like the sign glowing in the dark. It's pretty cool. The sign's still up, too. Like I said, everything is still up there. Like, everything is still open. I mean, everything's still in the building and all that. Unless they've recently taken it out. But a lot of times when these businesses, shut down, usually everything will be left behind if they close unexpectedly. So they close unexpectedly and all that. So they could be, everything just be still in there and all that, and sometimes the buildings can sit for years, and then before somebody moves in there. Sometimes nothing will move in there. Like, if you watch, some of these videos on YouTube, people have recorded, like, abandoned McDonald's with things left in behind. Now, some of them, a lot of things are, they just shut down and took everything out, but there's a lot of places, even Burger King, where they've closed them down, and Burger King definitely seems to be the one where you're gonna find more stuff with it, but definitely pretty cool there. Also, look at the baby there too. It's very funny, a little baby. That gal kind of looks a little bit of annoyed though. Kind of weird. Oh yeah, there's the lobsters. It's sad that they're no longer. They pretty much got rid of the lobsters too, and they were gonna put them back in, and I guess they never got around to doing. Because I've been there a few times, and yeah, that's what happened there. But I was actually gonna go there with Delaney, and I was gonna record it, but I didn't get around to doing it. I'm trying to be careful of what I record though, because not because of what people say. I kind of got to the point where I just don't give a shit anymore because, I've talked to before about how people get all upset about you recording something, and then you go to ask why. They won't tell you, or they're like, or what they'll do is they'll tell you to go talk to somebody specifically, and like I talked about the Chesterfield Mall, they did that. Yeah, they will go to talk, to make me talk to somebody, but not tell me where they're at or not answer. I'm just like if you're gonna tell me to go do this, like, just you can at least respond and tell me what to do. So it felt like they were just saying that because because the people are like that. People will literally because they run the place, they think they can do whatever they want, and I just don't get it. I'm like, people do it, to give out memories. Because, like I said, this place is closed now. So, unfortunately, unless you had video of it, you won't get any of that. That's why I do it. But I'm trying to be careful of what I record. Because, like I said, my SD card got corrupted. So, I could already have footage of the stuff. But I don't know. I mean, at this point, I probably recorded a bunch of places that I've already been to, And then technically, I guess I do talk a little bit about it, so maybe it's not super bad, but I don't know. It's just kind of, I just don't want to record something I've already done before, you know, unless they've changed it up. But Red Lobster here looks like they're kind of been the same for a while, so I don't know. But I like the little logo there, which is pretty funny. I don't know where that's at, on a shirt or something. Seafood plate, of course, it's sideways. I can look at it, but you guys can't look at it. There's a lobster there, too. That's all the photos here, though. Maybe I should do Best Buy as well. I don't know if I can actually go to Best Buy, though, or not. I'll have to see here. I mean, I can try. I mean, there are some stuff I've seen in the past at Best Buy, but Best Buy has been closed for a few years, and Big Lots moved in there and all that. And I did record Best Buy, but the manager also told me I couldn't record at that either. But employees there actually told me I could. They were fine with that. So, like I said, that's why I don't really bother asking people anymore because of all this stuff, you know. But and you could say, well, maybe it's because people don't want to be recorded, and yeah, but I'm like, they do news articles all the time, and I guarantee a good chunk of people that are videoed on news articles, you know, or on camera, you know. So I'm like, you can't really tell people they can't do it, but then you go around recording people and all that, you know. Also, look at this. Look how busy that all is. Is that crazy? That Red Lobster. I don't know. It actually looks like something else. That doesn't even look like Red Lobster. So wait, was this building originally something else? I hate that I can't see on there. I don't understand why freaking Google is the crap's so damn blurry, but like I've had cameras that have had better quality than this. I don't know, I can't see it. I don't know, I cannot see it though. It's just kind of annoying though. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know. This place doesn't look like it's done very well in general. Looks like pretty much every day I've showed off has barely any cars. There's a lot more here, but still not a ton there. Well, actually, let me that's not gonna work. Damn it, I hate Google Maps so much, I really do. Like, if this was in the 90s, maybe 80s, I could understand that, because cameras were very limited back then, so there are some cameras that have, you know, taken good stuff, but, like, a lot of the commercials and all that were not the greatest. But, like, I've seen commercials around this time that were much in better quality than this. This is just ridiculous. That's an S in it. So, like, it had to have been something else, I would say. There's no way it couldn't have been, you know, that. Let's see what we can do here. Let's see if I can go back. I want to see if there's any older photos, because sometimes people will have some photos here too. But that's the problem too, I guess, with reviews, is a lot of these places don't have that. Let's see what else we've got here. There's some photos here. Pretty good. See how cool this looks here, though? It's pretty cool. Now, if it was another restaurant, you know, I guess there's that. But still, like, even when restaurants tend to move into another one, it just tends to look so much worse than what it was originally, you know? I just think people have gotten lazy is what it is. Like how hell they even stayed themselves. Like, they apparently, instead of putting effort into a building, let's make it easier by just making a simple looking building and then, like, make it easier for other people to move into it. That's pretty much what they did, and that's why they did it. They flat out said it themselves. But a lot of these places that these shoebox, you know, looking designs and all that, like, that are simple, a lot of them just sit abandoned anyways. So I'm just like, what the hell was the point of it? You know, I don't get it. But yeah, I'm just like, that's just what I don't understand. There are no photos there. As this profile was locked. There's a photo here. Oh, look, Menards. Look at that, 7 years ago, Menards. Now, Menards didn't move into Jeff until later on, though, but... It says Joe's Crab. Oh, it says Branson. Okay, Branson. I was gonna say, I've never heard of that. Look at that. What the hell is that? What is that at? Wait, where is it, though? I don't know where that was at. But it has an arcade in it, too. But I don't know where that was at. There's the McDonald's and Jeff again. I don't know where this one was at, though. It has a website on it, though. Oh, here we go. I guess I didn't know I could do that. Check this out. I can actually click on it. That's actually cool. Oh yeah, that's the world's biggest McDonald's there. But that's actually really cool. I like that. I like that you can just click on it and all and go with that. So there's that. But there really isn't a lot of stuff in here, though. There is this, though. Look at that, like, little Capitol all lit up. That's actually pretty nice. Now, I've actually videoed the Capitol in here. Now, the thing is with the Capitol, I don't know, it's like should I record it or not? Because a Capitol is a little bit different than recording a store or a restaurant. See, I get mad at people and they get mad at me for recording a restaurant or something because I'm just getting footage there and all that, and there's always news articles and crap and people videoing in there anyway with the news. So I'm like, why can't I just record that? The Capitol, though, is a little bit of a different story. The Capitol is where, you know, there's a lot of businesses and all that in there. That said, though, I recorded it because, well, in case somebody stupid to go in there and, you know, bomb it or something, I wanted to get in there and, you know, do that. Because there's been people who have recorded that stuff, you know. So that's why I do it. But I guess before I let things go from here, let's try Best Buy. I'm gonna see if it's Best Buy. Best Buy. I'm gonna need Jeff. Jefferson City. There's some photos of it. But look at that. There's photos in here. But look at all these photos. I don't know what happened there. Yeah, Best Buy, though, is a very iconic store. But See, it felt so different, you know. See how different this all feels. It's sad they closed down, but just like other places, they pretty much closed down because of COVID. That said, though, I think Best Buy has been, not doing well for a while, but yeah, COVID killed this location because they were only allowed to like have a certain amount of people in there and all that, and I think that killed it. Now that was on kind of Best Buy's part though too, because Best Buy, the corporation itself, unlike other people, they were only letting a handful of people into their stores, which probably hurt them a little bit. But other places were at least letting people go in there, just like staying 3 feet apart from each other. Yeah, Big Lots moved in there too, but Big Lots, you can't even tell. You can't tell Big Lots. You can't even tell when Big Lots moved in there. You can't even tell it's a Best Buy anymore. Some of these places you can at least tell if they were. You can kind of visualize what they were like. But Best Buy, you couldn't when they shut it down. Why is there like a random person's face here? Like, why does he look so upset? I don't even know. There's another photo there. Yeah, the only place I didn't get to show off was the bathrooms. Which, by the way, were all the way back there with that person standing in the back. That's where they were at. But a lot of the Best Buys, I think, kind of look similar to this, so I just hadn't really showed any more of them off. But this is the one that gave me a lot of childhood memories, though. I grew up going to this one. Heck, I was, this is where I would go in and get my 3DSs and trade them in. And actually, this is where we bought some of them when they discontinued, the year they were discontinuing them, we bought that. And Nintendo was discontinuing them in 2019, so we bought, like, them and all that. I didn't get all the DSs I wanted just because, well, they're kind of expensive there, but check all this out. You can see it over here, too. I don't know what this black is up here, though. I don't know what all that is, though. Yeah, here's all that, too. Pretty nice. I don't know what's up here, though. There's the amiibos. They're was like 13 now. And the amiibos are getting expensive though. I think at GameStop I've seen some of them go. Well, some of them are like 15, but some of them are going like even now. I think Nintendo announced that they're raising the price on them, which is just freaking ridiculous. Like Geek Squad. I like that picture though. It's a pretty funny picture. Yeah, it just kind of sucks that they closed down though. Now, unlike Captain D's and Long John Silver's, at least the closest one is in Colombia, which is kind of a pain to get in and out of, especially now that they got the destruction going on. But it still isn't bad like it was. It ain't bad like, some of these other places, I should say. Because I can't really, the closest, I think, Long John Silver's and Captain D is, 2 hours away, which just sucks. I know people don't have the greatest, memories of it, but But yeah, still, also I don't know what the heck I did there. There we go. I don't know what I did there. That's them. I'm abandoned here. There's Big Lots. Says coming soon. Yeah, Big Lots did not survive there long at all. Big Lots pretty much just went out like really fast. There's actually another place taking over, but it's a furniture store, which we also have a bunch of those in Jeff too. I wish we could have more, more different places to go to, because that's what was cool about Jeff back then. Jeff, you had all these different places you could go to. You could go like they were all kind of a little bit different. Now it's kind of like this. I know online shopping kind of didn't help with some of this stuff, but I would love to see like more places like Best Buy and all that in there again. That's the problem with online too. Like, you can't really go online and get your stuff fixed. I mean, I guess to be fair, you can't really go to a store anymore because apparently Walmart will not let people fix crap because apparently they don't want to get sued. But I'm like, well, why the hell do you need people back? I don't know. I don't know why they need people like that. I don't know. I'm just like, I mean, I get they want people back. They're probably to sell the stuff, but I'm like, why can't they just help you put a card in or something? Like, I don't understand what the hell the problem is. It's just so stupid anymore. You just can't find anybody to do anything anymore, which sucks. But check that out too. See, that's yeah, see, they did not survive very long at all. I mean, they survived a couple years, but not very long. But I did video Big Lots. I went in there and videoed it. I got it though when I think they were shutting it down because, yeah, I heard the whole bankruptcy going on. So unfortunately, I didn't get to get to all that, which kind of sucks. But yeah, there's a little thing there too. It's really cool. It says office support. Yeah, I forgot about office support. I didn't know actually that was over here though. Now they're actually a chain that's struggling too. They're not doing very well here either. According to one of the YouTubers I watch, which is I forgot his name. Like, is it Wally? No, I don't remember his name. I forgot his name. Wally B. I think it might be his name. Wally B. He showed one off that was shutting down, but they're not doing very well. But I don't remember when Office Depot went out of business here though. Because there was actually a Halloween store that would take over here too. I remember that. Because Spirit Halloween would take over there, but Spirit Halloween pretty much just moved to the mall though, which I'm glad with because personally the mall needs more stores. The mall kind of sucks now. I mean, it's had some problems in the past, but I feel like it's kind of going downhill. Even people online have reported, issues with that. But see, like Circuit City though. So you got Circuit City here, like them. You can actually see Best Buy here. Has its own unique just building design, which is kind of cool. Where a lot of the other ones kind of just have the same one. That's kind of cool. Best Buy still has that now. Best Buy actually has swapped out their logo though. A lot of them still have this logo, but they're kind of more simplified logo. They kind of suck. I don't like their new logo as much. I mean, it seems like a nice idea because you got they have the ticket on the side, like which is kind of cool. But I kind of prefer it like this, just like a big ginormous like sign like this instead of it being on the end of the Y and all that. I think that just seems a lot cooler. But, yeah, I don't know. What does it say here? Last night I went online and checked this particular store's industry for an unlocked phone. I found one. This morning that's a lot, oh god, that's a lot of reading. I don't know if I want to read all that, because I don't know if I have time to do that. Was his card expired? We're gonna do the newest to the oldest, like usual. But this could be actually a good way to look at some photos of some places, I guess. But I just kind of wish I could just, like I said, just look the places up and go that way. I don't know, it'd be kind of nice to do that, but I don't know, that's whatever, I guess. But I could show some images of, like, Hastings off and all that, too. I was wondering what that was. That's like a phone. I thought it was like maybe like a little pan or something, because they're actually, like, they do sell that kind of stuff at Best Buy too. They sell like pans and all that, but most of their stuff is electronics. But you can buy like other stuff there too. Like, I'm trying to get all the way down here though. Oh god, 13 years ago. That's a long time ago there. And of course, this file is restricted. Request to follow this person to see their reviews, media, and I guess I follow. I don't know. I don't know who these people are. It's kind of annoying how I have to like do that to see their photos, but I don't know, I guess it's whatever. Well, the Eminem guy, too. I like the, like, look at his eyes. See, isn't that funny? See his eyes there? It's pretty funny. But that is kind of nice to see all this stuff, though. I do like that. But I guess I could always... What I might do is I might just look through the reviews on my own time. Maybe show off some photos down the road, maybe. I don't know. Because some of these places, they'll have photos. But there was Big Lots, too. I could show off Big Lots. I might do that. Even though I videoed it, I videoed Best Buy, too. So I might show some photos off there. If it'll work. I don't know if it will or not, because... Google Maps is weird like that. Like I said, as we saw here, Best Buy closed down, and they're showing photos of that. But some places they won't do that. Like Hastings, for example, So, I don't know. I don't know what to say there, but, But yeah, that's pretty much it there, Yeah, I kind of wish though there were more places like they used to be in Jeff to shop at. It kind of sucks. But it could be worse. It could be like freaking Tebbets. I've been down to Tebbets. There's like nothing left down there to go to. I actually took a walk down there, because I was trying to see how far it would take, because I'm trying to like estimate some stuff a little bit. It took me like about 2 hours to get there and back. I was trying to go down there and like relax for a few and get like something to grab, we'll grab something to eat, and then like also like there's like no places to eat down there anymore, because there was a bar, they closed it down, so it's just sitting there empty. They had you know, the Turner shelter thing there. It's just sitting there too. I actually, you know, that's actually part of my family's there. My last name is Rose, but I did have the Turners, and because they passed away over the years, a lot of these businesses kind of just, I mean, some got sold off, but then after a while they got shut down. No, so it kind of sucks. But I went to go there. Apparently they were freaking closed, you know, for the winter and all that, which I'm just like, I don't know, I'm just like, why can't they just leave the damn thing open? I don't know, I just don't get that. And actually, it was almost spring when I went down there, so it was warmed up and all that. Like, it was like, actually, I think, was it spring? I don't remember. It was closed. It was like, I think March when I went down there, and it was still closed. They also had the freaking vending machine not working, you know. So I put some, because they're going to grab me a drink. They had that messed up, so I was so pissed. Just like, I'm like, I don't like how I had to walk all the way down there and all that crap just to like deal with that. It's just ridiculous. Yeah, I did lose some change because yeah, the vending machine wasn't working. And apparently other people have tried because there was quarters and all in the machine, you know. I don't know, I'm gonna probably try to ride a bike down there in the future and see how fast that'll get me down there. I probably won't ride the bike all the way just because it can get kind of crazy on the roads, but you know, I can try to, like, I'm trying to practice, you know, to see how fast it'll get me to place, because I can't drive, you know, so, because, you know, a lack of focus and all that, so I figured that'll probably be the next best thing. But, yeah, but this was all kind of nice and all that. I mean, I might show off Big Lots later, but my dad's gonna be here in a few, so I gotta get things ready, because I'm gonna be making food and all that, so, well, I already made food, but I gotta serve it and all that. So I'll see you all later. Bye-bye.